one thing that's kind of cool about these is that they are using the 3D knitting technology that Apple literally invented. I think that's kind of interesting and cool.
Am I insane, or is every knit 3D?
Well, everything is 3D because
If you really
a
think
3D
about it.
world. But I don't know. I want to touch it, I guess. It's not interesting. I don't want to buy it.
It's not interesting,
wanna
but
touch it.
someone, I'm not going to say any names, was into Slack this morning asking if Apple had sent it.
Yeah, I wanted to
Well, I
show it
think
on the podcast.
Yo, what is up, people of the internet? Welcome back to another episode of the Waveform podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Marques.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Nintendo Switch 2.
And we're back. In this episode, we've got a $200 sock. You'll understand what that means in a second. Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed. E-Ink frame impressions, a new Spotify weekly wrapped, and we whipped together some main channel metrics for smartphone season because numbers are fun.
They are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a wide variety.
Because it's Techvember. See, it's
No,
hard to, it doesn't
It's
roll off
a
the
little
tongue the
more
same way.
difficult. Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
we
that's
can't
the
call it
lineup.
Techvember when we were scrounging to talk about stuff this week.
Yeah, not as many new things are coming out. It's like that's what September and October, Techtember and Techtober are mostly about. And then everything's on the shelf for the holiday season, which is basically starting now because people are buying things around Thanksgiving and Black Friday and Cyber
Like
Monday
socks.
and all that. Like socks.
Like socks.
Is that the first thing we should talk about? Apple socks?
I'm down. I feel like we already teed it up.
It's
we got
the
it.
news. It's the news of the week.
It actually is the news of the
It's
week.
unfortunately the news of the week.
Unfortunately. Okay,
Surprising.
so here's what happened.
Okay.
Apple released a new fashion collab product. We've seen many fashion collab products from tech companies before with the likes of, I don't know, Supreme and whatever, other fashion brands. This one being more popular overseas. It is essentially an iPhone case that is knit and looks like a sock, basically.
Yeah. There's two of them. There's
Yeah,
a
there's
long
two.
one and a short one.
Yes, and they start at $149 and $229.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the last time Apple did a fashion collab was Hermes in 2015. So that was
Is that
quite
really the last one?
Yeah,
Okay.
quite a while ago, which makes sense. So this is the same guy that the guy that designed the iPhone. What's it called? It's called the iPhone Pocket.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Game Boy Pocket,
Which was awesome.
which is also awesome. But it's the same
Probably
guy,
about the same price.
Probably about the same price. Same guy that designed Steve Jobs' turtleneck. So it seems that Apple is kind of going with a heritage play here. And he's like, but yeah, you get two options. It's called iPhone Pocket because the whole idea of it was to have an additional pocket on you that you could carry your iPhone with.
Yeah.
And, there's a crossbody one.
Right.
That is the bigger one. That's the $230 one.
Yeah.
And then there's one that is much shorter that is made to be sort of like carried around your wrist and also tied to things, that
It
kind
is-
of stuff.
It's just so incredibly easy to dunk on this. I will say there's
Yeah.
Yes.
there's one thing I like about these. The colors.
The colors are dope.
They're
You guys
bright.
are insane.
They're saturated.
They're good
They're
colors.
confident. They're bold. Because the iPhones, we all know, don't have bold, saturated colors. Look at you see the iPhone in the blue thing. It's like
Yeah.
a dark blue. But then you have real blue and real orange.
I would argue that the orange is a bright, saturated, bold color.
It's the brightest and saturated and most bold they've done, but still
Ever.
compared to these threads, it's
it's just that every single press photo of them with this bag, it really looks like satire to me.
Oh, yeah, it does.
feel like
The
satire.
yellow one looks like the Borat bathing suit.
Yeah.
That was
And-
I tweeted this and that was one of the highest.
And maybe that's just fashion. I think I understand. Look, the reason this feels very easy to dunk on for us is because we're in Western media. In Asian countries, these crossbody bags, these smaller sling things are very, very, very popular.
Yeah, they had another one they launched earlier this year.
Arguably, it's the reason they launched the crossbody strap for the iPhone Air.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's just that, this looks like something that your grandma could make on Etsy.
Every designer collab is easy to dunk on because they're all extremely expensive. Like the Hermes, I don't know how to say it right. Hermes Apple Watch bands were $200+
Right.
which is obviously they're well made and they look really nice and I'm sure they're all fancy looking, but
Yeah.
it's a $200 Apple Watch band. So
Yeah.
anytime, and this goes way back. The Supreme collabs, the other collabs that tech companies do with fashion brands are just, if you're not in the target demographic, it seems insane
Yeah.
And we are not in the target demographic, so it seems insane.
Also, those Apple Watch bands are way more than $200.
The Hermes ones, how much?
$350, $450. This metal one is $1,000.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go. Just pay more than the watch.
Yeah. So, I mean, one thing that's kind of cool about these is that they are using the 3D knitting technology that Apple literally invented. So I think that's kind of interesting and cool.
Am I insane, or is every knit 3D?
Well, everything is 3D because we live in
really
a 3D world. But I don't know. I want to touch it, I guess. It's not interesting. I don't want to buy it.
It's not interesting,
wanna
but
touch it.
someone, I'm not going to say any names, was into Slack this morning asking if Apple had sent it.
Yeah, I wanted to
Well, I
show
think,
it on the podcast.
you know, it's surprising they didn't send this as a review unit. I feel like they've in the past not sent review units of things they didn't really have a lot of faith
well,
in.
again, it's
No,
made
this
for the
is-
Asian market, so it's
yeah.
like clearly to us this is
I don't know.
ugly as heck.
They've
but-
sent some weird review unit things, and they didn't send this. They also didn't send the 13-inch M1 touch bar?
Oh.
Remember, they didn't send that to us?
When we were dunking on that because they like kept the touch bar.
Yeah, well, it was just a weird release, and they neglected to send it before we dunked on it, but we went out and bought one, and I'm pretty sure the guy at the Apple store was like,
Yeah.
wait, this says it's for, didn't you guys get one of these? And I was like, nope. And they're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
No, I think this is just so firmly targeted towards Japan. Like they talk about Japan a lot.
Very firmly.
They say it's crafted in Japan. It's obviously a Miyake collab. Like this is they released the time zone dropped in like the Japan time zone, so it was like the middle of the night for us. So it's not for us.
I'm just gonna say it's firmly not for me.
Yeah, but it is really funny that we wake up and we see a new $230 sock to hold dry phone, and we're like, wow, that's a new thing Apple did, huh?
Throwback to the iPod sock,
That's actually what,
which costs like $30 or something.
Was it?
It was much cheaper.
It was much cheaper. I threw that in Slack, and Tim thought I had photoshopped it to try and trick him. And I was like, no, man, these were real. And there was one
Really?
for the iPod and the iPod Nano.
I had one for my iPod.
nice.
Yeah.
They were really dumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm a little confused at this because I am one of those people that has like a little man purse thing.
Yeah.
And I have like a little side strap bag that I put my phone in sometimes when I'm going out, whatever. But it has like a zipper and like a flap to close over the top to secure it.
Yeah,
This
your
is just like like the phone is just like exposed.
Well, it's not really. It goes in the slit and then it sinks to the bottom.
But then like
But it is kind of just like prime. It's
Yeah,
like,
like
it's
it-
like a pocket.
It can hit things.
It
It's
looks
called
like
the pocket
sit the
because
wrong
it's like a
way.
pocket. It's
Yeah.
like open.
It looks like when you put a bunch of quarters in a sock to like beat someone up with.
when do you do that?
You don't do that? Andrew does that all the time.
Yeah, man.
Gotta get stuff done sometimes.
The fashion people can have their moment, and I'm happy for Japan.
I wonder what their next collab will be. Place your bets now because they will be wrong for
This
sure.
10 years ago was the last one. So
Yeah,
we'll
we will be
see.
wrong about the next one.
Mariah called it the Thneed from the Lorax. Do you remember that?
No idea what that is.
Also, it's a garment from the Lorax, Dr. Seuss book, which I then pulled up the Seuss fandom, and it says the Thneed is a highly versatile object knitted from the foliage of a truffle tree. According to the Onceler, it's a fine something that all people need. It costs $3.99, approximately $30 adjusted for inflation, according to the Lorax book.
Lorax is very. They're on top
awesome.
of it. Speaking of very versatile things,
Like a pocket.
I'll take it.
the OnePlus 15 dropped finally this week. We were all seeing the designs and seeing all the specs, and it's finally fully official and out. And it's kind of a monster phone. It's a very interesting phone. Very unlike the usual like spec bump refresh that we see. This is like prime Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 time when whoever wants to be first in that wave and come out with a new phone with a new chip just drops a new phone. This one is the new chip, but also a new design and also a new screen and also a whole bunch of new specs and also new software and also this crazy build quality and also a way worse set of cameras.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
just about to say that.
I can talk about any of this. The review is up by the time you are listening to this podcast or watching us here. So if you want to check that out, full review is out there. But what do you guys think about this new phone?
So this is a phone that is the Oppo by any other name, right?
This is the Oppo. It's basically the Find X9 Pro.
Yeah,
Minus the good cameras.
minus the good cameras.
That color
Yeah.
is so good.
And this is the Sandstone one. And if you hold it, you will like it even more because it's like soft touch.
I was
on
so
the back.
disappointed that you were telling me the cameras were bad because looking at that camera and you holding it and walking around, I was like, oh my God, that thing is beautiful.
I had a moment where I was like, I loved using the rest of this phone so much. I was like, well, I do have the Hasselblad in my backpack. Maybe I just don't take pictures on my phone anymore. And I had like a week where I
That's
just didn't.
right. That's how we do it.
So
Don't
it
use your
is. It is that good. So they dropped the we can just talk about the camera. They dropped the Hasselblad branding.
Yeah.
They dropped a lot of the Hasselblad.
So no more X-Pan mode.
No more X-Pan mode. No more orange shutter button. They do still have that sound though. That like
The leaf
shutter
sound.
clunk sound.
Oh, really?
So they didn't totally wipe everything.
Okay.
But the sensors are all smaller. The apertures are all smaller. The photos are all worse. The videos are all worse. They're all noisier. The colors are duller. Everything is worse about the cameras.
Is the shutter button still orange?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it would look good on
The
that.
best part.
This phone looks
No,
good
no,
already.
It's the virtual shutter.
Oh, the virtual. Okay.
yeah,
so-
yeah. The virtual shutter button's orange.
It feels good.
Tell
Yeah.
me there's still the X-Pan mode, though.
There's not. Which makes my real X-Pan photos much more valuable.
Yeah. But all the other parts of this phone are A+. I'm not exaggerating. Like the specs and the performance, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which is paired with LPDDR5X Ultra Plus RAM.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to fact check that.
Yeah, 16 gigs of I've memorized it so many times. LPDDR5X
We're adding
Ultra
the word
Plus
ultra
RAM.
to RAM now.
10,000 megabytes per second
No,
RAM.
this is Ultra Plus.
Yeah, Ultra Plus. Don't forget the Plus. Very important on the 16 gig, right? But it's very fast. This phone is incredibly quick, and there's also 2 new dedicated chips in it that make it like unusually quick. There's a 3200 hertz touch response enabled by a touch response chip, and there's a dedicated Wi-Fi chip called the G2 Wi-Fi chip. And this phone loads web pages ridiculously fast. It's very responsive to the touch. It's just a really quick, solid, responsive phone all the time, which is very encouraging.
I was using Fisher's last night, and the first thing I noticed when I turned it on is the screen looked really freaking good.
Screen is nice. It is a little brighter. It is I think it's a slightly lower resolution than the OnePlus 13. It's 1272 pixels across instead of 1440.
Not to send this off the rails, but David, I'd like your thoughts on this because this Marques and I going over
Where are we going?
the specs and script for this had some confusion about the resolution being 1.5K. He like wrote it in the script. He called it 1.2K.
OnePlus refers to it as the world's first 165 hertz 1.5K display, and they say it over and over and over again. 1.5K, 1.5K. So I keep checking. The max resolution
Yeah.
is like 2700 by 1272. So I'm like, why do you keep saying 1.5K? Because the last phone was 1440. That's closer to 1.5K, right?
Yeah.
And then I Googled what 1.5K means, and it doesn't mean 1500, if anything. It just means somewhere between 1K and 2K. 1440 is 2K because it's referring to... Anyway.
It's
like
really confusing. No,
The
it's
LG G3 had a 2K display, and that was a big deal.
'Cause that was
It was
1440.
1440. It was the world's first 1440
Yes.
smartphone.
Now, why would you call that 2K?
Yeah,
If the resolution is 2560 by 1440. Thank you, Alice.
because the in between of 2560 and 1440, the average is around 2K.
That would possibly be true, but I think what I realized is for higher resolutions, we refer to it by the horizontal resolution, and for lower resolutions, we refer to it by the vertical. So on YouTube, when you see 240p, that's the vertical resolution. 480p is the vertical resolution. 720p is 1280 by 720, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you refer to the big resolutions, 4K, that's roughly 4,000 across.
3840 is across.
Exactly, or DCI P3, which people always like to talk about DCI as well.
Well, P3 is the color,
Sorry,
right?
DCI is 4096
DCI
across.
4K, yeah.
But 4K is roughly 4,000 across.
Roughly.
And 8K is roughly 8,000 across.
Right.
A lot of people are getting confused that 4K was 4 times 1080,
Right.
which is also happens to be true, but 8K is 16 times 1080. So it's not referring to how many times 1080.
was it 4 times 4K?
It's 4 times 4K.
Oh, but that's 8.
but
Never
that's
mind.
8. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But what if you take that
8K
divided by 3?
What?
Someone driving is just going to turn off the side of the road right now to not listen to
My
this.
point is, we have like the Ks, which are the horizontal resolution big numbers, and we have the Ps, which are the low resolution vertical numbers.
Yeah.
And then for some reason in between, we just abandon everything and we have 2K, which is
Marketing.
2560 by 1440. And we just call that 2K for I don't know what reason. And then we just adopt slightly less than 2K, which is 1272 across is now 1.5K just because it's less than 2K. How does that make any sense?
I just want, there was a solid like 10 minutes of Marques and I with the scripts in front of us and me being like, you say 1.2K and him holding up the phone and being like, it's 1.2K. And me being like, this is the guide. It says 1.5K. And him being like, but it's 1.2K. I'm not going to lie. And we just neither would budge until we both just had to start Googling.
I'm trying to be clear about this. So, like, the reason they say 1.5 is because the horizontal resolution of a vertical phone. So you're saying, so in vertical aspect ratio.
I don't think we know the answer.
No, the answer is because it's less than 2K, but higher than 1080. That's why it's 1.5.
But why would they?
But it's less
Why would
than
they talk about
1440.
that as a benefit?
Because it's 1.5K and 165 hertz at the same time, instead of having to pick high resolution or higher refresh.
It's not the first 1.5K phone. That actually helped us move forward on this. Is there are other 1.5K phones? So it's
just
definitely just marketing.
It's just the first 1.5K 165 hertz phone.
Yep.
Well, I'm the first person named David who also
Is wearing a blue
is
shirt
wearing a blue shirt and
headphones.
is in Kearney, New Jersey right now.
Yeah. So that's
I would bet that's not even true.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, so
that's
they
dumb. Yeah.
OnePlus, I'm sure in their presentation says 1.5K many times. There is no part of the screen that is 1,500 of anything. It is simply less than 2K, which is why they say 1.5.
I have a potential answer to your thing about horizontal versus vertical resolutions.
Okay.
Is it because we only used to have a horizontal video? And so when we look at something in a vertical format, we kind of just consider it horizontal video that's tilted 90 degrees.
I think this is true before we got a bunch of vertical video. Like 10 years ago when we got the first 8K TVs and 4K, everything was horizontal.
Yeah.
It was just like a nice marketing number. Ooh, 4K. Ooh, 8K.
Yeah.
But 1080 is 1920 by 1080. So I would say 2K
you're right.
because that
Vertical
feels like
resolution.
2000 across, but that's not 2K. It's 1080.
Yeah, why didn't we call it 1920? Why did we say 1080p?
I would have been the guy that called that 2K back in the day, and I technically would have been wrong.
Well, then there's the whole thing with like HD. There's two definitions of HD.
Yeah. Well, I know about the whole HD thing because I happen to use that word very often.
All right.
I think 1080 and above deserves to be called HD, but many circles say 720 is included in HD.
720 HD originally meant 720.
Yes.
I thought 1920 was called full HD.
It did. So
FHD.
720p was HD,
Right.
and then 1080p was FHD.
FHD.
Yeah.
And then UH.
technically 2K, which is 1440p, is QHD, which is
QHD.
quad HD, because HD is 720 and it's quad 720.
Oh my
And then 4K is
And then also-
UHD,
yeah.
which is
Ultra high definition.
Ultra high definition.
3840 because it's 4 times 1080.
And then we'll just have
8K is
the
UHD
bestest high
Pro Max.
definition.
It's a lot.
The
Anyway,
the goodiest high definition. Yeah.
all that to say, screen, pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
What about the rest of the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battery,
Yeah. Battery
sickest phone I've used ever.
for battery.
7,300 milliamp hours. Silicon carbon.
Wow.
Highest silicon content of any anode we've seen. And also it lasts longer than the I mean, I didn't get to main this because my SIM card wasn't working, so I can't fully rest my laurels on this, but it was lasting longer than the 7,500 milliamp hour Xiaomi 17 Pro Max.
Damn.
This, because they kill background tests and that's the whole thing. It's
Does it
super
not have
efficient.
bands? Is that why?
It just wouldn't let me do my AT&T SIM transfer. So I got a T-Mobile SIM super late.
Oh.
Either way, incredible battery life and 100-watt charging outside of the US, 80-watt charging here, and 50-watt wireless charging, and bypass charging, and charge limiting if you want. It's an awesome battery.
Isn't there a thing where it
experience.
reverse wireless charges at 25 watts?
You can do that too. I think it's
I think it's 22.5 watts.
that was the Xiaomi that did 22.5 watts
Oh,
reverse.
was
I
it?
don't know if
That's what
this
I
one
was
does it
thinking.
too, but it does reverse if you want.
Got it.
So awesome battery experience. And then it has this crazy ceramic finish or nano arc something. I don't even know exactly what they're calling it. They did this crazy finish to the
Pro
metal
HD.
where it's basically ultra hard and scratch resistant. So you
Feels
can
pretty hard to me.
yeah, you can drag a coin across the back of it and it leaves a nasty looking scratch, and then you just wipe it off because you've realized it's scratched the metal of the coin off onto the back of the phone. It's super durable.
Dang.
So I did a whole short just showing that in action. You
Okay,
can take
two
a knife.
questions.
Yeah.
One, does it have MagSafe / Pixel Snap / Qi
2.2.
That is probably the biggest missing feature. They do have cases with magnets in them, but it is not built into the phone. Sadly.
Okay. Second question.
Yeah.
It's really scratch resistant, right? So does that mean that it's more likely to shatter if you drop it?
Yeah.
In theory, yes. I just don't test that, so I don't know. I don't know, and I'm sure Zach's gonna get his hands on this and do his scratch testing. But
I was wondering if they had anything like in the review guides or something. Like, don't worry about that. It's fine.
no, they didn't. I mean, they did talk a big game about the finish, and it feels great in the hand, which is like the most important thing. It's got this little micro texture to it. I was using the matte black one, which actually feels even more different from that. But
Really?
I love the finish on the back of
It does feel very hard.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I think it's fiberglass on the back, and then the nano arc whatever is on the rails. But it feels great.
I love the Nano Arc, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, everything about this phone was great, and then the cameras were a huge letdown.
That
so I'm
sucks.
like, I could daily this
Yeah.
phone, but I would just be super disappointed with the
If it had the
cameras.
Oppo X9 cameras,
That would be nice.
Funny you mentioned that because I was cross shopping those two phones as you do when you have no intention of buying the phones.
sure you
Am I
don't.
the only one, right? Just watching videos constantly about
Sure
them?
you have no intention of buying the phone?
Not yet. Would you say that the OnePlus 15 is the 15, right?
Yep.
The OnePlus 15 is like just the Apple Find X9 Pro, but for the States? Or are there like dramatic differences or meaningful differences between the two, besides the camera, obviously?
I mean, aesthetically, yes. Software-wise, also, like Oxygen OS is closer and closer to Color OS. That it kind of feels like that's also.
Remember they temporarily changed it to ColorOS, and people
Yeah.
got mad, even though it was like the same software.
Yeah. So they
they
call it
changed it
Oxygen
back.
OS, but basically the
ColorOS
same.
is sick too, though.
Color OS is
You
good.
didn't even remember it.
It is good.
That morning, I was watching a video on ColorOS.
ColorOS on the podcast.
Yeah, it does have a bunch of things like, you know how subtle things. You notice when you open Google Maps, it's not 120 hertz anymore, your phone, or Waze.
I don't notice
It's
that.
always in Android Auto, so I almost never.
Did you notice that Android Auto is not 120 hertz?
I guess I never thought. I guess my eyes are usually on the road.
So yeah, this is like picky little stuff, but like certain apps, Android defaults to not run at 120 hertz to save battery. Like maps. Like you don't need 120 hertz maps. You're just gonna
Begs to
update
differ.
for your navigation. Well, okay, perfect, because in this phone you can go through and choose your max refresh rate on an app by app basis.
Oh.
And so you open it up and you see everything set to 120, and then you see Waze and Maps and Android Auto are set to 90 by default. And you can just bump them up to 120 and suddenly you have the smoothest maps experience of any Android phone. That type of stuff, pretty fire. There's a lot of little settings you can mess with. There's also plenty of stuff you don't have to touch. Like I don't use their AI stuff. I don't use Mindspace, but it's there if you want to. Yeah, really, really good phone. Really useful phone.
But do they sell a pocket for it?
There is no pocket for it, but I'm sure you could put it in the Apple Pocket.
I don't
You
know.
just put it in a sock.
Probably explode if you
Or a
put it in the
sock. You just buy a $200 sock. You can get
could get
amazing socks for $200.
You get the teenage engineering socks.
These socks.
How much
Yeah,
are
they
those?
sell
Like
those.
$70?
Oh yeah.
No, they're not that expensive.
They're
but
like
you can
30
only
bucks.
get them if you buy the whole.
No, I think
No,
you
you
could
can
get
buy
them
them alone.
separately.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How much were they?
Oh, they're $29.
For two
Yeah,
pair.
$30 for two pairs.
Well, we actually are not sure if it's two
You can
pair.
get-
We're definitely sure it's two pairs.
You can get 6 pairs of those socks. Okay. Anyway, yeah,
Okay,
I
well-
like the phone a lot. Watch the full review.
I really want to throw this against concrete and see what happens.
I don't think that's how
Wow.
it works.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's hard.
Well, if you're gonna, you don't use a case on your phone,
Nah,
so like the screen's gonna shatter anyway.
maybe.
So
I don't know. What if I threw it sideways? You know.
I feel like he's imagining he throws it and the concrete just like splits underneath it.
Like when a superhero lands.
yeah.
that's true. That'd be fair. I mean,
All
it
right.
kind of feels like you should be able to do that.
Well, speaking of surprising,
Speaking of superheroes,
We've gone so far off script already. I don't know what
I'm trying to
any
go
of you are
backwards.
trying to segue to.
I was gonna go for the iPhone Air next.
oh no, I was going for LeBron.
Oh,
His superheroes. I get it.
well, which
I
one
get
do
it.
you
I
want
see
to
what
do? You
you
want to
did
do that?
We
Which
can
one do you
do
want to
LeBron quick, and then we'll jump to iPhone. if you
Yeah,
want.
LeBron has this new show on his YouTube channel. It's called Uninterrupted, and the show's called The Main Thing. And he's got these interviews. He's interviewing 6 people.
A day.
Wait, it's
one-
his YouTube channel?
Yeah, he runs the company, so it's like kind of his YouTube channel.
Oh, but it's not like at LeBron James.
It's
on
not
YouTube.
at LeBron James, but it's uninterrupted, and it's the LeBron interview show called The Main Thing.
And LeBron does edit all of it.
Yeah. He's got this incredible eye for color correction. I don't know if you guys knew that.
So you guys play basketball while you're doing the interview?
No, I was one of the guests. I was one of the guests. It was a good time. We shot it like 2 months ago or something. I don't even remember when we shot this, but it was a good.
Yeah, some like 2 months ago.
It was a good interview, and it's finally up now. So if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube.
Wait, do you want to guess what they actually played during the interview?
Fortnite.
How about
We played a video
Solitaire?
game.
Did you actually play the video game?
We played 2 video games.
Okay.
Oh, is
because I
one
saw them give you.
one from 2004
Yeah.
and one from. Oh, you saw it.
I saw them give you a controller.
Yeah.
And I thought it was maybe one of those fake shoots where it's like I'm gaming, but actually not.
Well, so the TV was like on the other side of the room, and we were playing like really far away.
Okay.
We played Madden.
Wait. Oh, that's what I was gonna guess.
Oh, I didn't know you're. Oh, so yeah, you were right. You were totally gonna get it.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Madden 04 and Madden 26
So the one on the N64.
was Madden 04.
On the N64?
I think it was an N64. I don't actually remember which console it was.
What did
Was the
look
controller like?
Describe
a
the
spider?
controller.
Was it for
I
someone
don't
with
remember.
3
It's in the
hands?
video.
I think
Oh,
you'd
like the
remember.
middle? I don't think
Yeah,
it was
the
that
middle
controller.
bar.
But it was 04, so whatever console you could get Madden 04 on back in the day, that's what we played.
I actually 04.
04.
I got my Xbox in 7th grade, which would be 2003.
Could have been
so
an
it
Xbox.
probably would have been Xbox or
GameCube.
PlayStation 2, right? Yeah.
That feels right. Maybe PlayStation 2, yeah.
I think it's past N64.
Either way,
Yeah.
we did actually play the game. And it was
GameCube,
distracting, trying to interview each other and play Madden. And also, if you're competitive,
That sounds hard.
we're trying to beat each other in Madden. So
Wait, what football team did you pick?
I don't remember. I think I picked
The
the Jets.
Broncos.
Oh,
Why would you?
Because I don't play Madden, and I don't know who's good in 2004.
Why are
I'm
you
not
guys,
even a football.
wait, why are you guys playing a football game?
So Madden, LeBron's a big Madden guy. He plays a lot of Madden.
Why isn't he a football player?
Well, he used to be a football player.
Really?
Yeah. And now he plays basketball. And it was funny because I chatted with him about NBA 2K, and his biggest gripe was that it's not realistic enough, which is, I mean, you're a basketball player. Obviously, you're not going to think it's perfect. But it was funny because I think that's what an NFL player would say about Madden, too.
Yes.
But
What's the other game you guys played?
that was it. So Madden 04, and then we switched to Madden 26. So we played the old Madden and then the newest Madden to sort of compare them. It was a fun little...
What were your thoughts on the differences?
It feels like you're playing with polygons in the first one.
Yeah.
Which is very old school. There's very few plays, and the characters move like they don't move like they have joints. They move like they're kind of like on rails, sort of. And
They
like you can
they
move
have
in
a series
vectors.
of like lightweight pulleys that control their arms and
Yeah.
keep them
Yeah.
at only 68 pounds.
like
when
the
they do your
Neo
dishes in-
robot.
Yeah, thanks. Andrew.
you.
I was reaching.
It was fun to see to contrast the difference between old hyper realistic game and new hyper realistic game, and then think about the future of that, which would have been fun. So yeah, you can go watch that too. That's on the Uninterrupted YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, speaking of something that's getting interrupted, shipments of the iPhone Air.
Wow, that was so good.
A lot of people sent me this headline.
Yeah. So I think that we need to make the distinction that this is all alleged.
Yeah.
A lot of the headlines were not saying alleged, but the original source was alleged. So it's alleged.
Allegedly.
As with any leaks.
Yes. So as we know, apparently the iPhone Air is not doing well, which I am still confused about because my anecdotal evidence in New York City
In Greenpoint.
in Greenpoint says to me
Very representative of America.
that this is selling very well. Yeah, apparently iPhone Air is not selling well and selling so badly that they are going to not release the one that they were going to release next year, which to be fair, they're releasing the iPhone Fold next year, so they would have had just so many phones. Allegedly.
Maybe. Yeah.
And instead, they're going to wait until 2027, spring at the earliest, when they will add a second camera lens, because apparently that has been one of the main gripes. So they're not completely getting rid of the iPhone Air idea like they did with the Mini, rest in peace. But they are, they're just going to modify it and add a second camera.
Wait,
I'm just
you
going to
said-
say, I'm not sure that the lack of a second camera was the reason people were not buying this phone,
Yeah.
Apple, but
I don't know that to be true. That was a reason why a lot of people that I saw were not buying it, was because they were scared of it not having a second lens.
I think there are two main reasons. Not a second lens and a bigger battery. So if they just added a second lens and just made it a little thicker to get a little bit more battery in
And
there.
maybe even drop the price a little.
I'm actually kind of wondering why this phone is not selling well.
because it costs $200 more than a better phone.
But how much phones cost in the U.S. doesn't seem to matter to people because everyone's on a payment plan.
But this is worldwide, so it's like, okay, in the U.S., maybe more people will go with this phone, and especially in certain places. But then, like, outside of that, like, the enthusiasts are picking the best phone they can get.
Yeah.
And the normal people are picking the most accessible phone they can get. Then what is the person that picks the more expensive but slightly less functional phone?
The people who buy the sock.
That is actually true. Yes, that is true.
But it's also not that much more expensive. It's like it's still cheaper than the Pro, right? So there's that.
But if you're going to spend more money, what do you want out of that?
It depends on who you are.
Yeah, fair enough. I think for maybe most people, you're spending more hoping to get a phone that's better and lasts longer and is like better battery, better cameras and stuff like that. And so you see that the Pro is that, and you go straight to the Pro. And you skip over the Air, which is in the middle of them.
Yeah.
If there are some people who obviously go in the store, pick it up, love it, hold it, amazed by it, they're going to buy that because they like it.
Yeah.
But I just think that's less people than they expected.
I will say as well, to my anecdotal evidence, I see so many Pros.
I do see a lot of orange
God.
Pros.
It seems like everyone upgraded this year.
Yeah.
It's
I'll see a lot.
crazy.
Wait, before we get off the pricing talk, do you want to know how much the iPhone Air is monthly if you were to get it through Apple?
$37.
41. And the regular iPhone 17 is 33.
Okay. I don't think I don't know.
So even if you're doing a payment plan, it's
extra
like
bucks.
that's not even the cheapest one.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest.
Yeah.
Do you guys think for the average consumer who's not sick in the head like us, that the 16E actually makes the Air a difficult value proposition? Which, hear me out, right?
Marques is gonna come over this table.
But I think because I think a lot of people who are not in our world see it's an iPhone with one camera, and then they do some research, and the functional differences between them that other than processing power and RAM and stuff like that, which I would assume the kind of people who are choosing between like which iPhone to get and are not getting the Pro are not really thinking about. You get high refresh screen, MagSafe, and thinness.
Yeah. And other things they won't notice, like Pro Chip.
Exactly. And that is a pretty big price discrepancy between 16E and Air. And I'm not saying anyone's going to choose the 16E over the Air, but do you think it makes the value prop of the Air a little bit more confusing?
I think there's something to that. I just think the second it costs more than the base 17, it was confusing. I think when you have the base 17 sitting there, which is like the easy to understand newest iPhone, and then they also have a more expensive iPhone, which is very pretty, but is it's a single camera, it is less battery, it is all these downsides.
Yeah.
That is already
That's true.
of sort of
The
weird
only
value
benefit
prop.
is that it's thinner and more sort of like premium and pretty.
Pretty, yeah.
But it's missing a camera, has worse battery.
One of my best friends who's a 16E owner and like generally likes it, when she went to go buy it, she was really not sure about one camera. She's not techie at all. And she was like, how am I going to get by with just one camera?
Oh.
And the Apple Store employee was like, no, we're doing this thing. It's called Fusion Camera. Like don't worry. Like you're going to get a lot of good out of this. Like this is the future. This is the way.
3 camera lenses in one.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole spiel. And then when the 17 regular came out and it still had 2 cameras, even though Apple never said they were going to do it, she was like, wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
You Josh and me.
They do. So I mean, you can't fake an ultra wide. You can kind of fake some amount of zoom, but if you have a really good telephoto, that's always going to be better.
Yeah.
I saw a take on Twitter recently. Maybe I'll find it again. That was kind of like someone was saying, I take better pictures now that I only have one camera because I am more intentional. And the random shots that I was going to take with the zoom were always worse because they would just be like lazily zooming in with the software instead of intentionally framing it up with the single primary camera, which
Prime
takes
or
better.
a zoom? What kind of shooter are you?
That is exactly, that's a real cope, but it is
Yeah, I mean,
people are saying.
it's the same excuse that a lot of film photographers use.
Yeah.
I'm more intentional because it's harder.
That was one of my old hot takes was primes are stupid.
What?
Primes are
Okay,
stupid.
we need to cut this before this is a 3-hour episode.
Primes are just not
Next
smart.
bonus episode.
Opposite opinion. I have an opposite.
Prove me
opinion.
wrong. Primes are just
All right, so did
bad
any of you
zooms.
guys see the Toy Story
Zoom with your
5
feet.
trailer?
Zoom with your feet, man.
Toy Story 5 trailer? No.
Zoom with your feet.
Zoom like this.
No, I did not see the Toy Story 5 trailer.
I'm just
Why are we
imagining
talking about
Marquez with his feet up on his zoom lens.
Zoom with your feet, bro.
SpongeBob toes, like.
This is very fast, but none of you guys saw the Toy Story 5 trailer?
No.
It is all it is
Oh, I did see a frame from it. Yeah.
is a box in like Andy's room, or I don't even know if it's Andy anymore. All of the toys like quivering and freaking out, and then at the end they pull out a tablet.
It's an
and
iP-
it's
yeah, it's like an
basically just,
iPad.
I guess the new movie is about all the toys being really scared of the
Honestly,
tablet
that's
taking
interesting.
away.
Honestly, fire concept.
That seems like a good
I-
AI trailer someone would make on Twitter, and you're like, ha, good idea. But they're actually going to make this a movie.
This is from Pixar.
I want to ask your opinion on this, Andrew, as the only parent in the room, because I have a friend who now has 2 children, and he is struggling making sure that they don't. Not you, Ellis. Making sure that they don't have tablet
Yeah.
kids. Like, how is that working out for you?
The only time she looks at a tablet is because we have one for FaceTime with some family. She watches TV sometimes, and then like if we're on a really long car ride and like pushing bedtime or like something where we're getting real cranky, then I can throw on her favorite show.
But
on
does
there.
she have like a bunch of toys? Like, and that's what you.
She has toys.
Mainly.
She loves to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, play with toys. Yeah.
Follow-up question: is she up or down over time on her Polymarket account?
She's terrible at Polymorph.
Always making all these bets. No, I'm an iPad kid, I think.
They didn't have the iPad when you were a kid.
No, I am an iPad kid now.
Currently,
No, I am
an iPad
too.
kid.
I like make food, sit down
Yeah.
at the like in the living room, and then I'm just like scrolling through. Like Claire
Yeah.
will be done eating dinner. I'm
food's
like, we
sitting
haven't
there, I'm
even
like,
picked
I
what
need
to
to-
watch yet.
I need to
Claire,
see
help
the
me!
perfect video.
Stop eating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I eat more of my meals with a screen in front of me than not.
Oh my god.
Lately, I'm not doing that because now I eat dinner with Lane and Claire, and we don't
nice.
do it in front of the TV. But yeah, before
What
I would,
happened to
I would
our
like actually get mad at
used to be
Claire
a proper
sometimes.
country.
and
We
be like,
used to
we
be a
need help.
country. We used to be.
You should try it. Mealtime. Check out the mealtime videos subreddit. Tell me that's not just bangers.
I do know about that.
Mealtime
heard of
videos,
that.
Mealtime
20,
videos.
20, 30-minute videos that you just sit it down and eat your, and it's just
Yeah.
great.
That seems like a great subreddit to spam your YouTube channel on to
It probably
get some
is.
loyal
It probably
followers.
is. But it's got to be like that perfect length of video.
I hope that Toy Story 5, I hope that the big ethical question that they explore is what's happening to our children with the iPad.
I feel like it's got to be
I really hope so.
based on the trailer.
It's a big thing. It's a big deal.
It is.
It's a big ethical question.
There's a lot of iPad kids.
The funny thing about it is the amount of kids that will probably watch Toy Story 5 on an iPad is a large percentage afterwards.
Oof.
enough.
And they won't understand what they're watching. They won't be like, is this bad for my brain development?
No, they're gonna have it split screen with Google Docs.
And Polymarket.
picture in pictures.
Trading stocks while watching Toy Story 5 in their diaper.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break and do some trivia, and we got a little more to talk about after, but let's hit it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Guys, I have 2 potential questions for today. I figured I'd ask. Would you rather answer a question about battery sizes or socks?
Socks.
Socks.
Battery sizes.
Guys, that iPhone sock is really expensive. But
Oh.
what is more expensive? A, the most recent brand new inbox listing sold on eBay, like the View old sold products, of a 5-pack of the original 2004 iPod socks. Really long-winded.
Unopened.
Unopened 5-pack in the packaging. B, the short strap iPhone Pocket, not the long strap.
150.
Or C, a pair of plain white men's socks from the fashion brand Balenciaga. That's 2 socks.
God. Plain white man. You know how a plain white t-shirt would be like $200.
I also realize it's a little confusing because like the first item is 5 socks, the second item is 1 sock,
Yeah.
and the third item is 2 socks. So we're going by SKUs here, just to make it clear.
Plain white, like there's not even a Balenciaga logo on it.
It says the word Balenciaga in black text.
I know what the answer is.
All right. Well, we'll think about that. Of course, if we don't get it right, we'll at least learn something very interesting about socks. We'll be right back.
Support for the show comes from Framer. If you run a business, you need a website. And sure, you could pay for one of those cookie cutter site builders, but you'll end up with a website that looks like everyone else's. Or if you want to go beyond a typical site builder and get into true design, you could try Framer. Framer already built the fastest way to publish beautiful, production-ready websites, and it's now redefining how we design for the web. With the recent launch of Design Pages, a free canvas-based design tool, Framer is more than a site builder. It's a true all-in-one design platform, from social assets to campaign visuals to vectors and icons, all the way to a live site. Framer is where ideas go live, start to finish. Framer even helps you design more than websites. You can create social assets, campaign visuals, icons, and even site resources all in one place. Listen, we're not all website builders. I mean, most of us aren't website builders, but that doesn't mean we don't want to build a website here and there. Maybe you want to build a website for your personal portfolio. Maybe you want to build a website in case a popular game collabs with a popular toy. Looking at David. Maybe you want to build a website that just plays the most popular alternative music of the late 90s and early 2000s. Also looking at David. Framer gives you a bunch of tools that us non-website builders can understand, so you can build whatever niche website you want. Ready to design, iterate, and publish all in one tool? Start creating for free at framer.com/design and use code WAVE for a free month of Framer Pro. That's framer.com/design and use promo code WAVE, W-A-V-E, framer.com/design, promo code WAVE. Rules and restrictions may apply. Support for the show comes from Grammarly. Look, a lot of products are out there telling you they can make your work easy, but work isn't always easy. Sure, you can love what you do, but with all the emails, presentations, and applications you have to create, your work is anything but easy. But what you can do is make your work efficient. Enter Grammarly, the one-stop shop to help supercharge your workflow process so you can work efficiently and effectively. Grammarly is an AI-powered writing assistant that helps users improve their grammar, spelling, punctuation, and style across various platforms. And because they are so committed to expediting workflow, they've added a new member to their team. Say hello to Superhuman. Superhuman is the AI productivity suite that gives you superpowers everywhere you work. With the intelligence of Grammarly, Mail, and Coda built in, you can get things done faster and collaborate seamlessly. Finally, AI that works where you work, however you work. Superhuman makes sure that you stand out. No learning curve, just simple and easy to use. That is what efficiency looks like. Get AI that works where you work. Unlock your superhuman potential. Learn more at superhuman.com/podcast. That's superhuman.com/podcast.
All right, welcome back. I'm going to do a very, very quick recap of GTA 6 getting delayed. Because I don't think any of us here...
I've never played GTA before.
I played some older ones.
God, what is wrong?
I've only sat on the couch during COVID and watched Michael Fisher play GTA. That's all.
counts.
That's all I've done.
That's
Pretty
kinda
close
counts.
to playing, yeah.
I guess.
Well, okay, so Grand Theft Auto has been delayed till November 19th, 2026.
Let's go, baby.
That is 1 year from now. It had already been delayed to May 2026, but now I guess months before that even happening, they decided we can't even hit that one. We're delaying another year.
Let's go.
That's a long time. It's already the meme of like we already got blank and blank before GTA 6,
yeah.
like everywhere.
Yeah.
So
With the iPhone sock before GTA.
we got the iPhones.
Isn't that the one that had the trailer come out that was super, super viral?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was GTA 6?
Oh yeah,
It's like one of the highest viewed YouTube videos of all time.
So what do you think is delaying it? What
Oh, well, so their official quote was, "We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with level of polish that you have come to expect and deserve."
Well, one of the biggest Polymarket bets is whether or not GTA 6 will be over $100. And there's like people have put so much money into this bet.
Over. It's got to be over, right?
The bundle
it
or
would
just
be-
the
it would-
game?
I think just the base game.
Like just the
$100
straight
would
up.
be really
There's no
expensive.
way it's
Usually
gonna be-
games are like 60, 70.
Put your money where your mouth
Yeah.
is, Adam.
I'm like 2K. You can spend over $100 on a new copy of 2K.
But the base copy is like 80 or 90, I think.
Still
and
a
that's one of the
lot.
more expensive.
Well, yeah, but they've been working
PlayStation
on
games.
GTA 6 for like,
Yeah.
it's like the biggest game
It's
ever
true.
made.
It has the most hype. It has the most like people waiting for it and delays. I mean, it's essentially infinite demand, and they can
Yeah.
make infinite supply. I think if they made it $110, people would buy it.
Yes, they would.
Don't say that.
I'm just. It's true. I hate saying it because I don't want it to be true, but it's like one of those things where it's like we want it to be $40.
Remember
but
how
it's
mad
just not
people
gonna be
were?
cheap.
I mean, this is exactly what happened with Mario Kart World. People were so mad that it was $80, but it's exactly what you're saying. People will still buy it.
yeah, they'll grumble all the way to the cash register.
Yeah.
And-
There was some insane stat that was like 95% of people who own a Switch 2 also own Mario Kart World.
Well, that's because there's no other games out for it
Well,
except for
there's
Donkey
Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
it's the best game for it. But yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
You know what really pisses me off about this delay?
What?
That I've been doing a good job of keep putting it out of my head that GTA 6 is delayed. Like, okay, whatever, no big deal. I like forget about it. I go about my life, live happily ever after. And then they announce that they're delaying it again and remind me that it's delayed. And I was like, I was fine.
So
before
you're
you
looking
announced
forward to it.
Oh, I'm buying this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hope it's not over $100, Marques. Don't put that in the
It
universe,
has been
but
how long has it been since the last one? I'm
15 years or something
I have
crazy?
to guess because my sister's husband, when he was in college, apparently skipped a bunch of classes when he bought
2013.
when the last one came out to play it, and in the process of playing it, got his car stolen.
Life imitates art.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so I think it'll be, something similar happened with Cyberpunk where they delayed, and then it came out and it had some issues,
Yeah.
and it got scrutinized to all hell partially because of how much it got delayed. So
Yeah.
this thing better be polished. I am interested. We just saw Silksong come out and make a bunch of games push outside.
Yeah.
This feels like this is going to be like the whatever top tier gaming version of that. Like big company doing it, where I would not doubt if some companies plan to come out next fall and are like, just kidding, GTA 6.
you know-
Yeah, I think there was a bunch of people that changed their release dates, like a bunch of companies.
For Silksong or
No, for
already
GTA
for
6.
this?
No, and they changed it because they thought it was coming out at a certain time, and now this is happening. They're like scrambling, like, oh my god, we gotta change it again.
goodness.
I saw a tweet that said like when you got your wife pregnant to time it perfectly with the GTA 6. And then they delay it.
Paternity leave.
That's
Oh.
brutal. Oops.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The last GTA came out in 2013. It's been delayed twice. The last Streetlight Manifesto album came out in 2013, and it's been delayed twice. Which one's going to come out first, baby? We'll find out. That's a new Polymarket.
Yeah, I was
bet.
gonna say, go on Polymarket.
Polymarket. Yeah, it's going to be GTA or Streetlight Manifesto. We'll see.
This is not financial advice.
No, and we do not endorse Polymarket.
or delaying
Or
video games.
Streetlight Manifesto.
I do. Speaking of Streetlight Manifesto, because it's music, Spotify, as we know, every year does the big Wrapped thing.
Yeah, they do.
Spotify creating their Wrapped thing has really made every other company in the world decide to look at all your data.
Except YouTube.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
well.
YouTube, Google does everything too early and too cringe, and because of that, they can never come back. You know, it's like social media, too early, a little too cringe. Glasses, too early, too cringe. So Spotify now is thinking of doing a new.
Oh, that's out.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
They thought about it and then they did it. A weekly Wrapped where they release your listening stats. So now you can just click on an icon and it is right there in the drop down menu. It shows you your top 5 artists and top 5 songs of the week. And then each of those lists has some more like your top song suggestions under that. So it's kind of like your release radar in a way. It's sort of just like, I don't know. It's telling you what you were listening to and then giving you suggestions. Because I think the number one complaint about Spotify and probably most music streaming services at this point is that you just get trapped in this little circular algorithm of artists that are kind of like each other, and that just suggests them constantly in a circle forever until the end of time.
It depends on what type of artist they are. Sometimes if you're in like a more niche artist and then they're only connected to a few other niche ones, then you get in a circle. But if you're in like, you have to like find the biggest spoke that has the most outside connection, and then you like slingshot out via that artist.
Like K-pop Demon Hunters album.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
That's pretty much it.
I
That's
think
what it is.
That's what it is. But Andrew
Anybody have any interesting?
Andrew wanted us to share our top
Just
5.
I think we should all share our top 5 songs. You should also go back to last week because it continues. It sets it up into weeks. So right now the current week is only 1 day old.
This is like useless to me because I'm one of those psychos that listen to the same thing constantly for like a week.
Same. Oh yeah. Well, do you? So are you? I have a feeling we're the same type of Spotify listener.
Yeah.
You like have 2 or 3 songs that you just found that you repeat through them over and over and over again until you're sick of them, and then you find 3 new ones.
Yep.
And then that's the rotation.
And
then when you go back and find the last 3, it reminds you of the time.
Oh, what a time that was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm the same way.
Yeah. I have a song that I've been listening to by Feed Me so much in the past month. I am very confident it's going to be one of the top songs of the year for me. Like very confident.
What is it called?
The song is called Stop Motion
By Feed Me?
by Feed Me.
God, this is every time we do this, I realize I probably have the worst taste in music out of everyone.
So yeah, Feed Me was my number 1 artist.
There's nothing wrong with Bruce Springsteen.
There's nothing wrong with saying.
Yeah, that's
Mine's-
not a surprise to me.
The Mountain Goats, and then Attaboy, which nobody knows. And then Parcels, but it's down because it was 5 weeks in my top 5 because they had a new album that came out that was fire.
5 weeks in your top 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I tend to, if there's a new artist that I find, I listen to their discography nonstop for 3 months until I hate them.
And you just pick your. Okay.
And then you get like 1 week of someone else, and then you probably dive back.
Yes,
in.
that's exactly what it does.
We have similar listening patterns.
Yeah. And then 2 artists that I don't listen to, but I think keep getting suggested and auto playing after the Mountain Goats plays.
Nice.
So
Okay.
they had a new album come out this week too that was fire. So
What you got, Ellis? I know you got something fun.
I'm confused, man. I guess mine.
Don't go to the current week, just because like it's only been 1 day.
I listen to music in like a ton of different ways. Like I have Spotify, I have a CD player and a tape player at home. I've been listening to a lot of music on YouTube.
What the hell is a tape player? Oh, that's that thing with the you take it out and you flip it. Oh, I know what that is.
Do you know
I've
what
heard
a
of
tape
it.
is?
No, you're right. I know what that is.
Yeah, you're right, Ellis.
we're so old, Ellis.
Damn. Leave it to
All
Ellis
these
to be
damn
like, hey,
kids.
what's an artist you listen to?
Yeah.
Well,
have this tape.
here's all of the ways I listen to
See,
music.
I can do that on the street TikTok and the give me an apartment tour on the street TikTok at the same time. You know, it's just efficient. No, so I'm really confused because half of these songs I don't even know, which means I think it was like they algorithmically
Auto-played.
played once, and
Yeah.
because I use
Oh, and you're
Spotify so
not using it,
little.
so-
That's what happened to me.
So
too.
I have my top artist is John Coltrane, which I don't remember listening to John Coltrane that week. My top song is "Lean for Real" by Playboi Carti, another song I don't know. And then the rest is just Sade, which checks out.
Number 1, new jobs. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is this artists
New
or
Job is.
songs?
Top songs.
Okay.
New Job
New
is.
job is Sea of Cloud. Number 2, Lupe Fiasco, The Cool. Force of Nature, Death Wish. Number 3, Golden. Number 4, you already know. Top 5. And then
that is.
Danny Elfman.
What's
with
Golden? Jurassic 5?
No, it's Golden
K-pop
is on
Demon
K-pop
Hunters.
Demon Hunters.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like
High replay value.
it's the main song.
telling you.
It's been in my top 5 for multiple weeks, apparently.
Sorry,
according
what
to
was the fifth
Spotify.
one?
Jack's Lament, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a song. Because it was Halloween.
Sounds like you're going up to the top, Adam.
Nice.
Gotta be.
Mine's all over the place. I have Rosalita by Bruce Springsteen. Great song. No Broke Boys by Disco Lines and Tinashe. Because Lane and I dance to that song all the time.
Don't blame your daughter.
It's so
You love
good.
that
Have
song.
you heard that song? It's really
Andrew's
good.
definitely on the way home. Just like,
It's a
No
kid
Broke
song
Boys,
called No Broke
No,
Boys?
it's not a kid. It is not a kid song.
Okay. Good.
I Want to Get Better by Bleachers. All Falls Down by Alan Walker. And Drama Free by Dead Mouse.
Where's our T Swift?
Drama Free by. Oh, is that new?
It's newer. You definitely
just
know it. It's a
listened
few
to it.
years old, though. I think.
I don't know if I've heard of that song.
You have. I think.
Sounds like we all
Anyways.
listen to completely different music. kind of
Sometimes our studio blend is just insane.
Am I on that?
Yeah,
we haven't
you're
been on it for a while.
I haven't looked at
David,
it.
did you listen to my cool music playlist I sent you? The YouTube link?
Not yet.
Cool.
Well, you sent it to me, and then I didn't work at my apartment for a while. So,
Got it.
all right.
You know, he only has internet in his apartment.
Let's
Yeah.
do two. Do you want to do the e-ink
frame? Okay,
yeah,
so-
let's check it out.
Last 3 weeks.
Actually, before I just want to say it's actually pronounced Ink. So
Oh, ink.
Ink?
Ink. E-ink.
Ink. All right. So a few weeks ago, Andrew and I got very giddy about this new e-ink Aura frame. And because e-ink is a very cool technology, we're super excited about it. They actually sent us over a couple of them, which is very cool. So they sent us like their normal frames, which are, screens. Outdated technology. Let's bring it back.
Liquid crystal.
But now we have actual ink. So, well, yeah, it's still
Electronic ink.
electronic ink. So this, I'm gonna try to show this without too much glare. From far away, it probably looks pretty good, and like up close, it kind of looks like a halftone kind of look.
Yeah, I'm like 4 feet away or something, and it looks like a photo in a photo.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a photo. But I want to show you what happens when you change out the picture.
It's for audio listeners. It's really convincing from a few feet away. It's one of those things where you unbox it and you put your first picture in, and you're sitting right next to it, and you're like, "Oh man, this looks pretty bad."
Are you ready?
And then
This is about to get
so
crazy.
when you change the picture, which this is only supposed to do at night, it just for like 20 seconds flashes like crazy. It hasn't started. Oh wait, no, now it's
it's
starting.
gone.
Okay. It just flashes because I think it's
moving
changing
around the
all
beads.
it's moving it all around and changing all the different areas. So you'll see like part of the picture will stop flashing and then other parts will keep going.
If you've used a
change-
Kindle before, you've seen this effect in some version, which is like you turn the page and it flashes and it brings the new text into effect. This is just doing it with color and with way
It's
more
done.
detail.
Yeah. So I've tried a lot of different photos with this. I really like it. It kind of looks like pixel art, where if you're far enough away, it looks like regular art. But when you get up close to it, it's kind of like this halftone pixely thing.
Yeah.
I will say it's not very good with black and white photos. I will show a black and white photo on it because it kind of like adds the sepia look to it because it's like not good at doing true blacks.
It's not perfectly black. That's fair.
Yeah. So it has a sort of like yellow cast. I think that it mixes in some of the yellow beads with the black beads. I'm
This
not
is
really
just
sure why.
one of those pieces of technologies that I cannot get behind
You're
for this
wrong.
specific use case.
I'm
Funny
happy
because it feels very
Oh,
Atom Core.
Oops, I accidentally did it sideways.
If you just spin it, it should.
Oh, does it automatically?
Oh, but then it has
No,
to.
'cause there's no auto
but then it has
rotate.
to redo. Well, it does have auto rotate, but it just like
But it's
needs to flash again.
I should have done it.
It's cool. One thing we forgot to mention the first time around is this is $500.
Yeah.
This is like a
That
new
is my
thing
thing.
they're doing. It is very expensive.
It's rotating.
Is it rotating?
I've been enjoying it so far. I think the ultimate test will be now that the holidays are coming up. I have it hung up. I'm interested to see how many family members walk by it and if they like notice that there's something off about it or if they just think it's another picture frame.
So it's like pretty. No, it's doing it again.
I don't think
isn't it?
anyone's going to notice.
no.
I think it's fine. The issue that I have with something like this is part of the point of taking pictures and printing them out is to like hand them out or in 100 years find it in my attic or like those moments
Yeah.
are kind
Yeah,
of
but you
what
can
makes
find this in your attic. It's e-ink.
yeah,
it
and then
dies,
it'll
it's
just be like
still-
an
it's still
e-ink
set.
display with
It's
no
still-
picture or memory on
I'll
it.
s-
It would have a picture on it.
In 100 years,
Yeah.
you don't think the battery would explode?
It doesn't matter.
I don't think
The
you need
e-ink,
to.
it's like an
It's
etch-a-sketch.
e-ink. It's getting set.
It is like an etch-a-sketch. It won't erase it.
Yeah, but when that thing's a big spicy pillow, I don't know how much.
I think you don't have to pick one or the other though. Like, I still plan on having.
$500?
I'm not gonna. Not all my. I don't have one photo in my house though. Like, I'm not gonna pay $500 for every photo to be an e-ink one. I'm gonna have photos and art set up, but like, it's nice to have one that's a rotating one because you
Yeah.
can't put every picture you ever take up on the wall.
It also has like the app has like positioning and you can zoom in and you can make it because right now it has a little bit of a black border, but you can see it's not good at true black and white. Like it adds like a sepia look. And when this is a 35 millimeter shot, and when I bring it into the darkroom and do actual darkroom printing, those blacks are inky as heck and more inky than this.
Yeah.
But I think for the colors, it's quite nice, and I'm very excited to put it up and just have it cycle through some pictures because I think that's going to be super cool. 500 is a lot, but it is one of the first things that does this, obviously. This has been like my dream forever. So the technology will get cheaper. Eventually, photo frames in general are really cheap now.
Yeah.
I mean, the Aura ones are not, but that's because they're like ultra high resolution. You can share, they have all these features, whatever. But if you want just like a cheap photo frame, you can get one of those for insanely cheap. So I'm hoping that this technology catches on and it becomes, better. They get more ink blotches and you can do more true blacks. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah. Then I guess the advantage of it is like, because you can get a digital picture frame that rotates through and it's not e-ink and it looks fine. But this one can kind of look more like a print.
Well, and this one also has a battery that can last 3 months. So you can hang it on the wall without hiding a wire. Yes. And then just charge it like your Nest doorbell, where you just take it off, charge it for a couple hours every 3 months.
And all the battery really does is allow it to change photos and then have the little light in it that kind of illuminates it because it needs a little bit of light.
Backlight, yeah.
Well, it's a front light.
A front light, not behind it. But it helps you see it.
But like if it dies, it'll just stay static on whatever the last image is. Yeah. So that's also fine,
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's cool.
I like it.
I think it's cool.
I'm enjoying it.
I want to hang it up and see what it does.
I am being a grump on this. I do not. I'm very whelmed.
I hope you feel good about being wrong, Adam. Cool. Well,
all right. Well, I took this morning, since it was there's no segue here. I'm just jumping right into the next.
Okay.
Not very Waveform.
Well, it's funny because I had this segue written for this, and then I messed up the order of everything. I was going to say, speaking of wrapped, smartphone season's wrapped. Anyways,
I thought we were talking about like
it's a worse segue when you have to go back.
Taco Bell wrap or something.
I just decided that now that Techtember and Techtober have ended, and we're kind of in our slower season, I wanted to pull some numbers from the main channel because we just wrapped up smartphone season. Okay. So I took August 1st to October 31st. That really feels like when all the big phones come out. And these numbers are pretty awesome. These are all just from main channel. So we had 115,800,000 long form views, 11,100,000 long form watch hours, 85 million short form views, 783,000 watch hours short form. Despite 4 of our top 5 videos being shorts, the number 1 video was actually a long form. So our most viewed video in this wasn't a short, it was a long form with 13 million views. Was the iPhone 17 Pro and Air impressions. That one looks really good. That one's really good.
David put the frame down.
It looks so cool. Look at how cool it looks.
Our top 5 long form videos: iPhone 17 Pro and Air impressions, iPhone 17 Pro Air unboxing, Meta Ray-Ban display glasses, AirPods 3 Pro review, Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. Some other notable things: unboxing the $40,000 sealed OG iPhone got 750,000 views in the last 90 days.
That's crazy.
That video is 2 years old.
Yeah.
Also, the reviewing every Samsung Galaxy video had 700,000 views in the last 3 months. That's from March 2024. And then only 2 videos the whole month didn't hit 3 million, or the whole time span, so last 3 months, didn't hit 3 million views, which is Top 5 Sports Tech and Investigating the Tesla Robotaxi, 1.4 million and 2.9 million views. The average view between those 16 videos in the last 3 months was 5.7 million.
Jeez.
So that we cooked. The last smartphone seasons was crazy and busy, and it feels weird now that it's like slowing down, but
my favorite stat usually is just like taking the number of watch hours and converting that into years of human life that have been wiped from this planet. So just for context,
we're the reason Toy Story 5 is making the tablet.
Well, so you can either read it as in total, everyone watching the videos in short form, just the short form videos. That's only short form?
Wait, for which one?
783,000 watch hours was just short
It was
form?
only short form videos?
Oh my God. Okay, wait, that's even better. Okay.
Oh my God.
So 783,000 watch hours total spread amongst all of the people who have been watching all of the shorts that we uploaded that were viewed during the month.
3 months.
You can think of, or during the 3 months, you can think of it as that, or you can think of it as one person watching all of our shorts for 89 years straight.
Oh my God.
Kids know what that's like. Watching Minecraft.
That is so
videos
much
over and over again.
That is so much
Do you want to know how many years of long form it's been?
Yeah, I didn't even. Okay, so
times that by 11.
How long is that
pretty
for
much.
long form?
It would be 1,272 years.
Oh, that's just not even. possible for a human. That's
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
That's longer than the
Have
Earth's
you heard of
been
Brian
around.
Johnson?
1,000 years of watch time is crazy for 3 months. Yeah. But isn't that crazy? You could just watch shorts for 89 years straight. And we still wouldn't have equaled the amount.
Marques, by display logic, it's 1.5K years.
I hate that even more.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's thanks to you guys. So shout out to you guys for watching the videos. And you say it's slowing down, Andrew, but it's still going.
We just talked about a sock as the top.
That's fair. That's
In our
totally
defense,
fair.
that was the top news story.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're
pretty fire.
slowing down.
But OnePlus 15, trifold, random other stuff's happening still. Like we're almost
E-ink
almost
frames.
simmering down. And then the smartphone awards are coming up, and like we're kind of still in the thick of it. But hey, all right. We have one more segment that we want to do, which is overhyped or underhyped.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do that after the ad break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then let's do trivia.
Trivia, dude. It's trivia, dude. We're doing trivia, dude.
Trivia. So earlier in the episode, we were talking about tech brands that have done hype beast collabs with fashion brands. So I have a question for you. Bathing Ape and Stash.
Bathing ape?
Bathing Ape.
He's an F1 driver.
No.
That's what Bape is?
What?
Bathing ape?
Could I look it up?
No.
They make military
once
uniforms.
collabed with which famous camera brand to launch a custom camera? Bathing Ape and Stash.
The tea company?
Stash?
American visual artist Stash, a.k.a. Josh Franklin.
Okay.
I'm more confused.
It's just, he's an artist.
Okay.
And,
And
Bathing
they
Ape,
made
the
a
brand.
camera.
They collab to make a camera with which company?
Okay.
It's called the Stash Bape camera, which reminds me of
Bape.
If you're a hype brand, you don't need to name things.
one
It's
time.
awesome.
That's crazy.
Sony should be a hype company and stop naming things.
One time when I was like a teenager, I woke up in the morning and I met my dad in the kitchen. He was like drinking coffee, and I saw him like pick up a newspaper, and it was the LA Times, and there was a feature story about the rapper Earl Sweatshirt. And my dad picked it up, and I just see he was like still waking up, no coffee. He says out loud, "Odd Futures Earl's Sweatshirt," and he just puts the paper down and looks at me and goes, "What the f does that mean?" Which is exactly how Stash Bape camera sounds.
That is hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're definitely going to learn something this episode. We'll be right back.
Support for this show comes from LinkedIn. When you're a small business owner, your business is on your mind 24/7. So when you're hiring, you need a partner that works just as hard as you do. That hiring partner is LinkedIn Jobs. When you clock out, LinkedIn clocks in. LinkedIn makes it easy for you to post your job for free and share it with your network and get qualified candidates that you can manage all in one place. LinkedIn's new features can help you write job descriptions and then quickly get your job in front of the right people with deep candidate insights. Either post your job for free or pay to promote. Promoted jobs get 3 times more qualified applicants. At the end of the day, the most important thing to your small business is the quality of candidates. And with LinkedIn, you can feel confident that you're getting the best. Based on LinkedIn data, 72% of SMBs using LinkedIn say that it helps them find high-quality candidates. Find out why more than 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring today, right now, as we speak. Find your next great hire on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/mkbhd. That's linkedin.com/mkbhd to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Support for this show comes from Monarch Money. Overthinking things and worrying can cause headaches, and I can't think of anything that creates more headaches than finances, because a lot of times it's easier to ignore our finances unless there's a problem. But when we ignore them, that's when our financial goals feel out of reach. You can feel organized and confident in your finances with Monarch, an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or on your phone. And right now, just for our listeners, Monarch is offering 50% off your first year with code WAVE at monarch.com. Monarch acts like your personal CFO, linking all your accounts in minutes and getting clear data, visuals, smart categorization of your spending, and real control over your money. With all your accounts, credit cards, and investments in one place, you'll always know where your money stands without the hassle. If you're not on top of your money, you could be missing chances to save more or invest smarter and hit your financial goals faster, like buying a home, saving for retirement, or you name it. That's why Monarch helps you stay informed, so nothing slips through the cracks. So instead of worrying about your finances, you can start growing your finances and planning for the future. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code WAVE at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code WAVE.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. Thanks, Zoe.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us, no trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto-pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Welcome back. It is time for Hypothetically Speaking, everyone's favorite segment where we have to decide if something is overhyped, underhyped, and the 3 hosts get one perfectly hyped.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm using it on the first thing.
the first thing. Okay, here we go. First thing.
Bubble soap candy.
Hyped. Overhyped or underhyped?
Okay.
GTA 6.
Well, we can't.
How
know
are we
the
supposed
answer.
to know that?
Well, that's
It
what you
is
decide.
clearly very, very hyped. We will be guessing on if it's over or underhyped based on what we think the game will actually be.
I don't know if it's possible to know that.
You could use your perfectly hyped. Marques said he was going to use this perfectly hyped.
The thing is, when something is that hyped, it's basically impossible to live up to the hype.
Yeah.
So I think we would be safely probably correct if we said overhyped.
I would agree with
Like,
that.
when has a game ever been this hyped and lived up to it?
Breath of the Wild.
Was that not nearly? This is one of the most. The trailer for it was one of the most viewed YouTube videos of the year.
Of all time.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. There's no way it lives up to the hype.
I mean, between those 3 options, I'd probably say overhyped.
I'd say overhyped. I was going to be meaner about it. Same game, new city.
Wow.
I don't even know if that's true.
We don't know if it's the same game, but it's basically.
Where is it? Is it set in Miami?
It's in Florida, not Miami. It's supposedly
It's
a different
just
city.
Florida.
I wish it was
There are
just
other
like
cities in Florida?
It's in Orlando.
It's at Disney World.
Never mind, underhyped.
Original soundtrack by Florida Georgia Line.
What's that place where they have all the boats? Where Below Deck is based?
What is blank stares across the
Wait,
room?
guys, there's 2 trailers. There's a trailer from a year ago with
Yeah.
268 million views, and then they did another trailer 6 months later, which got another 139 million views. There's no way it lives up to this hype. There's no shot.
I don't know, man.
It's impossible.
But what if it does?
GTA 5 is like one of the most sold games of all time.
If it does live up to the hype, we'll come back to this episode and give it an underhyped or perfectly hyped. But as of right now, there's just the
Marquez will
odds.
shave his head.
The
I think there's a
market
better
odds.
shot. It's overhyped.
Yeah, it's definitely overhyped.
I'll just say overhyped.
Doesn't
Fair
mean it's
enough.
not
All
good.
right, so overhyped for GTA 6.
All right.
The next one is teenage engineering.
So I've only ever used one teenage engineering product in my life. And that is
The recorder?
The microphone, the recorder.
What about the actual recorder that
Yeah.
Hugo brought us?
Oh, I don't
Because
think
that's different from the microphone.
I use them. I have the microphone at home.
The microphone's good though, right?
So the microphone is not very hyped, but it is $1,200.
Yeah.
So if we're talking overpriced or underpriced, it is overpriced.
Priced.
For sure.
Microphones are expensive.
Microphones get really expensive. Microphones that sound as good as that microphone get way more expensive than that microphone. And I really
right.
appreciate that microphones that tend to be more expensive and higher quality than the Teenage Engineering mic tend to be a little bit harder to use. I'm not saying it's not expensive, but I'm saying every time you take that mic home and record a video on it, I go, hot diggity. What was that recorded on? And
Interesting.
you go, the Teenage Engineering mic. And I go, you know?
Okay. I mean, it's good. It's the only Teenage Engineering product I use.
You've used products designed by Teenage Engineering before.
Oh,
You've
in
used
collaboration
the R1,
with?
the Nothing
Yeah,
phones.
that's fair.
What about this $250 toy car?
Apparently, it's awesome.
I want to use my perfectly hyped on this because I feel like every time you get in a Teenage Engineering product, it's just so freaking awesome. Like they're so freaking cool, and they like did create an aesthetic that everyone has been trying to copy forever. Like nothing is basically just
They
trying
made
to
so much
copy
more
them.
than I thought they did.
They make a lot of stuff.
Do they have any
However,
duds?
I do think people buy their products. Like Adam did a whole video on this about how, they intentionally limit the capabilities of their products so they feel more like toys, so that you experiment with them more, but you're not actually using them for real production, even if they could allow you to use it for real production, and it would be incredible. But they don't on purpose because they want you to be more experimental, which makes me want to say it's overhyped only because people think that you can use them like a real sampler, like a real MIDI keyboard, that kind of stuff. But that's my only reason. Otherwise, I think it's perfectly hyped.
Also, quick clarification: that video never got made.
Oh, Adam almost made a whole video about.
That was right before we changed the whole strategy for studio.
Oh, really? Yeah. You showed me a cut of that.
Yeah.
Wow. You should just put it on your
you've
put it on your
used-
YouTube channel.
You've used more Teenage Engineering products than I think anyone else I know.
Oh, don't try to spin this around on me.
So I'm
This is
just
my game.
wondering
You're a reference for us.
if you have an opinion on it.
I have a hard time saying if it's overhyped or underhyped because I think they are the hype. They like people are excited for their things and they know what they're getting. I don't think they're not like scamming anyone.
That's
like,
why I'm saying I think they're perfectly hyped.
That might be, yeah.
I think this might be our perfectly hyped. I think they are a singular entity. People have tried to copy them and nobody's done it correctly.
and they're not going around like trying to build their own hype, right? They're just like, we make our stuff
they
and
just
people
make
like
things.
it.
Yeah,
And
weird.
like
they
they
release
don't.
weird stuff too. It's like
Yeah.
always out of left field.
I think then that specifically makes it appropriately hyped. If
I
it's
agree.
all organic hype and it's for people who know what it is and what they're getting,
Yeah.
then I say we spend our perfectly
Yeah, let's spend our perfectly hyped on the wooden box orchestra people.
For $250 each.
But it'll be the best wooden box orchestra person you've ever held.
The benefit of this is that nobody hyped this product, but they made it anyway, which I think makes it appropriately hyped.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Adam's
Teenage
so happy
Engineering.
right now.
I'm so happy because the next thing on this list
Oh no.
is having a dedicated camera. Overhyped or underhyped?
Underhyped.
You think it's underhyped? I feel like we all now have like a dedicated little side camera
Yeah.
that we take.
Even the
pictures on.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have the digicams now.
I have both of mine here today.
Nice. Yeah.
Is he in the room with us right now?
I can go get them, but I don't think anyone cares.
Is it
We have a whole episode
underhyped or
coming up with
overhyped
that
on
teaser,
carrying
so.
it? You're like carrying a separate
it
camera
easy.
yourself.
Yeah, like
this
having a
one's
separate
easy.
camera. Like Marques now has his like Hasselblad too. So like everyone has a separate camera as well as their iPhone / Android.
I think
phone.
because of our name of this game, it's not over underrated, it's over underhyped. And I feel like this has not that much hype.
Yeah, agreed.
So I would say
What?
it's
There's
definitely
whole
not.
YouTube channels that make a living off of this.
Yeah, but they're not
concept.
very
Yeah, but they make
poppin'.
I think carrying
Yeah.
a dedicated camera is way
underhyped.
hyped.
Really?
It's way, dude.
I'm not seeing that.
I'm not saying that.
There are entire product categories in the dedicated camera space that are just like, this camera is like cheap enough, like you don't have to. Think
Yeah, like,
about-
but those are for that's content for other photographers, you know. Like every time I have a camera out, someone goes, "Are you a photographer?" And it's like, well, everyone's a photographer if they just have a camera with them.
Whoa, bars.
Crazy. I feel like the talk of the town for the past year has been like, you got to get a Digicam, you got to get the new Fujifilm,
Yeah, but that's
you got to
just for
have
the
a dedicated
vibes.
camera.
But also, when you actually go out into the world, how many people actually have a dedicated camera? Not that many.
Not for them.
Kendall Jenner.
People talk about this a lot, but people don't actually do it.
But
that
then
much.
everyone's Instagram post is a Polaroid dump. You never notice that? Everyone's Instagram post is 15 Polaroids for some reason.
Are they real?
I don't know.
So-
I've done a lot of folly family activities, and I have seen very few cameras.
Underhyped.
If that's
real world.
anecdotal, but like if you could think of a position to where someone would bring a dedicated camera to, because I'm the turd there with it.
I do live in, as we would say, iPhone Air territory, so maybe my perception is a little skewed.
iPhone Aeratory.
Yeah.
You know
David,
what?
when Kendall Jenner posted her picture with the contacts,
Yeah,
how difficult did it become to find the contacts?
impossible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she overhyped the Contax T2.
Well, I think since then, film cameras in general have blown up.
Yeah, but then they
Little
also
digicams have
they
blown up.
They imploded again, though.
Okay.
The market did shrink.
Fair.
It took a little bit. The Contax is still too expensive, but it is freaking amazing.
It's a great
you guys
camera.
were saying underhyped.
Under,
We're saying underhyped because we haven't seen this hype.
'Cause I just don't think there's
yeah, because it's not like a
it's-
thing that everyone does.
it's hype enough for us to debate if it's underhyped or overhyped, but I think it's still in the underhyped category right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, I think it's underhyped.
All right, so carrying a
Underhyped.
better camera, underhyped.
that's right.
All right.
We're all still cool, I promise.
Number 4, live translation.
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
Next.
Live.
Overhyped.
Here's devil's advocate. The concept of live translation is we are imagining perfect live translation.
Yeah.
The products themselves are short of perfect, so like they're approaching this idea and then falling short. But the concept of perfect live translation and anyone on Earth being able to talk to anyone else on Earth fluidly and perfectly without having to think about it
Yeah.
is pretty underhyped.
The concept
Well,
of flapping my
there's
arms
something
and
about that in the
flying is
Bible.
pretty awesome too.
I think the fact that we're working on it and falling short of it makes it very clear that the products aren't all that they're cracked up to be. But the idea
I
of
think
what they're working towards is
the
amazing.
phrase live translation is a misnomer too, because it would only be live if you literally had a babblefish in your ear and you could directly understand what people were saying, and there was like
we're
no
working
delay.
towards that. Yeah. But the idea though is that you can get pretty close to that. Obviously the tech's not there yet, but you know, someone starts talking and it's in a language you don't know, and then within a half a second you start hearing the correct language.
Yeah.
I mean that
Well, okay, so,
would
but
be
we're
sick.
talking about hype levels, though, right? And I feel like
Yeah.
these companies
the companies are hyping the
have
idea.
been hyping this idea for so long.
But they're hyping the product, which falls short of the idea.
correct, which is why it's overhyped.
But the idea itself
Is like a humanoid
is
robot.
not hyped as much as the product.
But I would say right now, the fact that like 7 different companies this year announced it in an announcement with a product that barely even does it
Yeah.
is like that peak overhyped tech
Yeah.
stuff
And
of
they
like
literally-
announcing a product that doesn't work.
They literally started talking about this during like the Pixel 1 with the
yeah.
original
The
Pixel Buds.
yeah.
And they've said it every year. And I feel like if you hype something and it doesn't live up to how you're hyping it, then it's overhyped.
Yeah.
Right? If
Yeah,
they hyped it and it was like better than they said, then it would be underhyped.
Well, I mean, no tech product especially is ever like better than they say it's going to be, I think, in my opinion.
Only GTA 6.
Very rarely. But yeah, I agree. I mean, my devil's advocate is like none of the products are good enough to consider them done yet. So we're still working towards this idea. And when we get there, it's going to be amazing.
But what I can buy right now.
But what
Yeah.
you can buy right now is overhyped.
I mean, it's.
But is that what you're saying?
You could say that about AI too.
Are we talking about the concept or the products that exist? Because you said live translate.
That's fair.
So when I
Ellis
heard
Are we
did
you
talking
say
about
the
concepts now?
Ellis just said live translation as a
translate.
concept.
Next
The
one,
idea-
world peace.
Overhyped.
pretty hype. So anyway, that's the angle I was coming at.
Curing
is just
cancer.
The idea. But if we're saying the products that exist now, I agree they're overhyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
Yeah.
Okay. Next on this list, The orange iPhone.
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
Okay, as someone who loved it at first, it's overhyped. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be.
Like, I'm glad
It's
they
good. I agree. I'm glad
they did it.
You're glad they tried, but
Yeah.
as Marquez holds up
Honestly,
his orange iPhone.
I've liked it more over time, to be honest.
I have too, but I'm not sure if that's just me falling for the marketing, because I do think that initially I was super hyped on the orange phone, then it came out and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And now as I see it more, I'm liking it again.
Marquez,
So,
as an
I'm not
orange
sure.
iPhone owner, have you liked it more or less
Less than I thought I would.
since it came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I would like it. It's not as orange as I was hoping, and the orange bleeding around
very
to the
orange.
sides, you really have to commit to the orange.
For sure.
And I want to put a case and a skin on it so bad.
Wait, why'd you take off the half broken
Because
skin?
it was too thick and the buttons, I was annoying with the buttons. I'll probably do this again. I'll probably put a half a skin on my phone again because I think that was kind of fire.
It's like Venom, you know?
Yeah.
Spider-Man
But
3.
anyway, I wish they made a black one.
Symbiote.
So, overhyped.
Overhyped.
Have to say it. Overhyped or underhyped? Color OS.
Underhyped.
Underhyped.
Well, it depends on who's doing the hyping. The company is hyping the hell out of it. But
Sort of.
the response from people is not as good.
People are having an instinctual reaction because they remember a world where Oxygen OS was the best Android OS, and they're just mad about it going away in name. But Color OS and Oxygen are like the same OS now.
Yeah.
So,
But they're further from the original Oxygen OS we all love.
by far, yeah,
They strayed, and now it's all Color OS, basically.
for sure. But it's still good.
It's good.
I think it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best like Chinese OSs.
I
Yeah.
watched so many videos on this, and I am very intrigued
Yeah.
to try Color OS.
Remember Fun Touch?
No.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying underhyped. I'm going to say underhyped because in my using the OnePlus 15, if the cameras were good, would 100% daily that phone. Yeah. And I was not annoyed by any of the software. I could easily just not use the annoying AI features or mind space or whatever. I don't care about it. And like the aesthetics and stuff that's like kind of obviously copying iOS is what it is.
OnePlus 15 is still Oxygen though, right?
It's Oxygen, sorry, but it's basically Color OS.
Are they basically the same?
They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, I don't mind it. And so it would be the Oppo Find X9 Pro that had Color
Yeah.
OS. That's the last phone I used with that. It was fine. It was good.
Yeah.
Lots of good features. It's very quick and responsive. Weird sounds, fine, whatever.
It wasn't like a weird
Nothing
sound
like the
here.
Galaxy S3 with water droplet sound.
Yeah, the water droplet sounds. But I think in general, the amount of optimization and performance tuning that they do that people don't really talk about is underhyped.
I agree. Underhyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew, what did you say?
I said underhyped.
Underhyped as well. All right. All underhyped. Next, AI browsers.
Overhyped.
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 By
Damn, that was fast.
a certain
Really?
crowd.
Everyone here uses. Well,
But
no, no.
I
do
two
not
types of
use
people.
eyebrows.
Still
Get
use
the-
Arc, dude.
There's two types of people. There's people who don't know about or don't care about and don't talk at all about AI browsers, and then there's people who overhype AI browsers.
Yeah.
It's like there's no nice balance in between. Well, I think I might sometimes. No, it's just people who are like obsessed with AI browsers, and I'm guilty. It's like all over my feed. It's clearly serving it to me. But they're currently overhyped. But again, the idea. They could be good. Yeah, I'm going overhyped.
I don't know. The idea. Get it?
Dia.
Which, by the way, they are just like turning Dia into Arc.
It's
Such
and it's great.
Every week they're just like, here's another Arc feature.
As unfortunate as it was that I was wrong about Arc being still like a priority for them, it's so clear that they're just turning Dia into Arc, and I'm happy.
And
with
what's
that.
going to happen when all of the Arc features are on Dia?
Then I will be fulfilled.
is gone.
They will probably get rid of it.
Yeah.
Later.
So for those of you who were like me and were using Arc and switched to Dia because they had adopted enough of the Arc features,
Still need pin folders, Josh.
you are probably going through the same emotional arc as I am. Because it has been slowly adopting. Like the pin tabs look like Arc now, and they're on their way.
I need pin folders.
Please.
Marquez, I think you're the only, or David, you've also spent some time with this project.
I can't wait to answer that.
You should.
Boox Palma 2 Pro.
The Xiaomi SU7.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it Su7? Everyone around the office has been saying Su7.
It's SU.
I feel
Like
like
an
SU7.
SUV, but with a
Because
number.
it's SU7.
right?
Is
Like
it overhyped or underhyped? It is underhyped.
It's
my
underhyped
friends.
for
I'm
show.
assuming it's underhyped.
Faux show.
It is an incredible vehicle for an incredibly low price. And the thing is, like, it's underhyped because people are never going to buy it in many markets like here, and it's unavailable, and they don't know how good it is, which is why I think by definition it's underhyped.
Well, so it's underhyped in the United States. My question is this a popular product in China?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So then it's not underhyped in China.
Well, it's correctly hyped in China. The market speaks for itself. Like, people buy it. Supply and demand are speaking for themselves, and it's popular.
yeah.
Everywhere outside of those available markets where it's unavailable, people have no idea how good it is.
Yeah.
So I think it's underhyped.
That's fair.
That's my logic.
Do we get it? We get it
it's-
perfectly hyped, and we get it correctly hyped in China too. Right?
in Minecraft.
I feel like every car person that I know and the few that I watch are super excited about that car. So I don't know if that it's underhyped.
I feel like it's hard to get really hyped about it though when
You can never get it.
we can't get it.
Yeah, because every non-car person has no idea how amazing it is.
That's fair.
I haven't actually gotten to drive in it yet, but my experience with it was pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie. Only because the two
As a passenger?
Yeah, because the two features I got to explore were the karaoke, which I found
Underhyped.
bizarre. The song selection was really bizarre. No Creed. No Creed in the included.
Overhyped.
But and then in the backseat, the like Douyin on the screen,
The screen.
I found that incredibly off-putting. Just like endlessly in a car scrolling through like Chinese thirst traps and live League of Legends competitions.
Yeah.
Like, why is this here?
There is a lot going on with the car, and obviously Xiaomi is a company that makes smartphones, and they are kind of like the LG or whatever of China. Like, they make appliances, they make smart home security systems, they make
everything.
smartphones, obviously, and now they make this car. And so it kind of they just plugged it into their ecosystem. Like, it works with everything. Yeah. And they have Xiaomi tablets in the back seats, and it pairs with their Xiaomi phone and can have like modules attached to the screen, and they connect to like there's a lot going on, and you don't have to use any of it. And you chose to use some of the weird parts, which is great. But I think like as a vehicle, like as an owner, like as I'm dailying the thing, it's like it rides really well. It has good range. The software is super responsive. It's the biggest CarPlay I've ever seen. The speakers are amazing. It has active noise cancellation. Just like the things that make a car nice, build quality, materials, comfort, it's all there.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I kind of felt like when I was driving it in California, it felt like the combination between a Model S and a Porsche.
Sure.
That was sort of my analogy.
I think that's fair.
Good save.
Thanks.
And way cheaper than both of them.
Yeah. $40,000.
All right, so underhyped. Sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
All right, next, liquid glass.
Overhyped by Apple.
Yeah, that's the hard thing is
By who?
Yeah.
By
I
who?
don't think a lot of people are hyping liquid glass.
Yeah.
Apple's hyping liquid glass, and then everyone's responding with not so hype.
You know how I know it's overhyped? Because all of the designer people who are just like love anything Apple does, originally when they first announced it was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then after like one beta, they were like, oh my God, this is terrible. So, I mean, it's definitely not underhyped. Jeez.
That's fair. Yeah.
I kind of like it. I don't.
I'm
have
not
it on
saying
my
it's-
phone. I have it on my iPad, but I don't know.
The only
I'm
liquid
down.
glass feature that there's two liquid glass features I like. I like that when you pull down the notification shade thing, it does that like distortion field over like
That's my
whatever
least
text
favorite
you have.
part.
I
hate that.
It's so fun.
Every time I'm like,
And then for the apps that support it, the like virtual glass tile that moves between the options, like I like that. But pretty much nothing else about that OS I actually enjoy. So
Never use
especially the fact that it destroys my battery life. I love that.
not enough people talking about that.
I'm gonna say overhyped because a lot of companies are like changing the way
That's a
that
good
their
point.
apps work and look.
I feel like the
to fit
YouTube
it.
player kind of looks a little bit
It
liquid
did,
glassy
kind of,
now.
yeah.
Like a lot of other companies are shifting their designs more towards
To be more
that,
glassy.
to be
Which
more
is like, to be fair, it's more cohesive. But yeah,
is this the world we want?
I don't think I need that.
I would prefer skeuomorphism over this like hybrid skeuomorphism.
I think we're in too deep, dude.
I like flat white. We were at where we were at like
You want
5 years
flat
ago. Well, I
flat
know
white.
that that's a drink
Type
or
of
whatever,
coffee.
but I think where we were at like 5 to 6 years ago, where everything was like clean, and we overdid that too. Obviously, there was like way too much blank space everywhere, but there was nice, clean, flat 2D shapes. Everything was crisp and clean.
What about like the original? What about the
like
original? The original iOS and the original.
that like real material skeuomorphism?
Yeah,
that was
baby.
another vibe. You could get into that.
It's definitely a vibe.
I don't know if I was as into that part.
I love it.
Where you open the Books app and a shelf comes out of your iPhone. That was a choice.
Do you
But-
want to have fun in your life, Marquez?
I think we're in too deep. Like all the things we do on our phones now don't have non-phone analogs anymore.
Yeah.
You
That's a good
know,
question. That's a good point.
like
Like what?
Like a save.
like TikTok.
Like scrolling
Like
infinite
the
content.
YouTube or like
Scrolling and-
TV context like barely made sense with the app icon, but like
Yeah.
what the heck? In what other world are we like?
That's fair. That's a good point.
You know what's very specifically so just because you said TikTok, it reminded me like the swiping thing. It's just panes of videos and that's kind of boring. But Android's new what is this? 15? Android 15, Android 16. Android 16's new Material 3 Expressive where you pull a notification out from the group and swipe it away.
And
The
it has,
physics
like,
of
the
it,
physics.
I feel like they're objects. I really enjoy that specifically.
Before we leave this, Marquez, I did want to ask something specifically of you because you
Mm-hmm.
have seen K-pop Demon Hunters. This is like part of your new
Many
I'm watching
times.
movies thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen the first 30 minutes of it, but I wanted to ask you, did you notice in those first 30 minutes? I can't remember exactly how many there were, but how many horizontal or vertical wipes there were to get between scenes.
Oh, no, I didn't notice
I
that.
was trying to guess if they did that on purpose to like fool TikTok addicted children into like maintaining attention.
It felt like
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
was
like
visual
it was,
cocaine.
I think in the first 30 minutes there were
sure.
only like 2 or 3 times, but every single time I'd never seen a movie get from one scene to another by going, and I was like,
Spider-Man might have
I
done that.
will probably watch it again.
Yeah, is it,
I didn't notice
For
that.
the seventh
is it not kind of like comic booky of like swiping to a
Yeah, I wouldn't-
panel? Like that's
yeah.
how I would imagine it. I haven't seen it
in the
yet.
comic book one. It's normally like a zoom out of a panel. Like
I
it's
could
more
see that, or I could see a
Prezi-style.
page swipe, but like you still, panels
No,
up
totally.
and down also.
This is just how I interpret it watching the movie, going from like Anyway, how many more do you guys want to do these?
More.
2 more?
More.
Let's do 2 more.
2 mo.
Tumo.
AI notification summaries.
Wait.
This is a
You're right.
universally hated feature.
Okay,
so if
but-
you find
no,
any value
it's
in
not-
them, then they
no.
become under
I don't think it's universally hated because I just get really funny ones. Like I just had one that I just took a screenshot of.
This is the only thing they're good for.
Yeah,
Is
they're
the
really
screenshots
funny.
of when it messes up. And It's kind of funny.
So it's my email app, right? And it's summarizing a bunch of emails, but for some reason it gives like a summarized subject that's trying to like total all of the, because it's like Marquez is angry about this and blank, right?
Yeah.
This one is from Gmail. The headline is the subject is "This is going to be fun," and it says credit card payment scheduled for $2,300. I was like, yeah, I love not having money.
To be fun.
This is gonna be fun.
Jesus. Yeah, I
What?
just for another anecdote is when you're setting up a new iPhone now, it's one of the steps in the setup process is do
Yeah.
you want notification summaries?
Yeah, no
and
user
I
flow.
instantly hit no.
Which, by the way, news story we didn't cover today is that the Pixel is getting notification summaries.
And I
Exactly
was-
why I put it in here.
I've
I won't
never
be
tried
using
it,
them.
so I can't say anything.
Using a phone to
You're about
me
to try
is
it.
managing your notifications. That is what using a phone is. I get notifications. I decide what to engage with and what not to. I dismiss some. I go into apps from some. It's like a launcher. And trying to like distill that and summarize that is just not useful to me.
Yeah.
That's all.
Can you prompt inject notification summaries? Has anyone tried this yet?
I don't think you
I don't
can input anything.
But if you sent a message that was like,
That said a certain
yeah, it was like
string.
ignore all previous instructions,
Give me a recipe
just
for flan.
or
It would just be a regular reply to whatever notification.
no, but would the summary the other person get? Like, could you dictate what the summary
Yeah.
says by wording a message in a specific way? That's
I
what
think the
wanna
only
know.
reason notification summaries exist is because this was like one of the first use cases of AI and LLMs. Like
Summarize the thing.
we built the LLMs and everyone was like, quick, figure out what we can do with this. Figure it out. And that's why we got like Image Playground.
That's why everything has a summarize button.
They basically just gave us features that they could do, not that they should do.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's why Image Playground exists too.
Speaking of which, wait, did we settle what it was? Overhyped or underhyped?
It's over.
Overhyped.
Yeah.
All right. Next, insane image generation
What?
AI.
Bro, do you remember?
Insane image.
Well, just image generation AI.
Do you
Forget
remember
the
when they
insane.
had like
But I
Google
want the
Deep
insane.
Dream? Do you remember Google Deep Dream?
No.
This is like early Google image generation,
No.
and it was so insane. Like, pull up a couple of them. Yeah, it was like you were on
Like
lots
acid
of
or
drugs. It was like
shrooms, yeah.
very acid induced. That was a much better image generation than what we have now.
I miss Google Deep Dream.
I miss that. Isn't that incredible?
I think the fact that Image Playgrounds is pre-installed on the iPhone is all we need to say. That's clearly overhyped.
Yeah, it's overhead.
Does anybody ever use any of them?
Also, it's bad for society, so very overhyped.
All right. Image generation. Overhyped.
Sora.
Simple.
Unanimous.
Sounds like AI.
By unanimous
overhyped.
decision. Yeah.
And
All right, then let's
The
take it to
AI
trivia.
bubble. Underhyped. Hype the bubble, baby. Yeah, I love it. It literally looks like you're
you
on
could do it in
shrooms.
VR.
Oh, God.
Today's first trivia question is a tale of 3 socks.
Right.
Specifically, I'm
Left.
wondering which sock is the most
Middle.
expensive. Hit it, Adam.
Wait, I need a pen. Where's my pen?
The brand new in packaging 5-pack of the 2004 iPod socks that sold yesterday on eBay. The short strap iPhone pocket sock. That is a really hard sentence to say. Or C, a pair of plain white men's socks from a fashion brand, Balenciaga. Note, these are plain white socks from Balenciaga, not the Cardi B mentioned Balenciagas that look like socks.
What?
Important distinction.
Wait, what are those?
Those are shoes.
Oh. Okay.
Flip him and read. What do you got?
Oh.
We literally all put the...
No.
Oh, no, you guys put the same thing.
Marquez and David, what did you guys put?
Well,
Well, I did put it something
So
different.
I put.
Oh, everyone put something. Sorry. I can't
no,
see
Marquez and I
board.
put the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
Which is-
mistake. Which is...
So I put A, which is the new inbox retro sock.
5 socks.
Unfortunately, those were sold for $81.99.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
way too high.
David, you put...
Balenciaga.
which sold for $130, meaning the new iPhone pocket sock is the most expensive sock.
And that's the least expensive out of the new expensive socks.
Exactly.
I'm buying me some
And
Balenciagas, baby.
those were prices per SKUs. If you adjust it for price per sock, it still is the most expensive sock.
Nice.
Quick update on the score. Marquez and Andrew tied with 10. David with 6. Come on, David, you got this. We were talking about hype fashion and tech collabs. Bathing Ape and Stash once collabed with which famous camera brand to launch a camera? Don't overthink it. Camera brand. High fashion.
Adam.
Stash.
Adam.
Bop it.
This is my opportunity. You said, come on, David, then you give them hints. Come on. I only got one shot.
All right.
I don't want to miss my chance to blow.
Mom Spaghetti. Get ready to flip it and read. What do we got?
I feel like that's
Guys.
Oh,
Marquez, what'd you put?
3 different answers here. I guessed Polaroid.
Nope. Andrew?
why are you laughing at it? It's Bape. You don't even know what Bape is. How can you? I said Kodak.
Nope. David, what is it?
Leica.
Correct.
Leica will just sell out anywhere, huh?
Bro, have you seen the Seal Q2?
Like
No.
the musician.
Like the musician
What?
seal. Look it up. It's
way.
so ugly. It's all sequins. Look it up. I'm serious.
Oh, no.
It's that material when you go to Ross and they have those
The pillows that you can, like, carve
move
a
your
face
hands
in?
around.
How much do they sell that for?
It's like a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah. However,
$6,000.
6,000, however much the
Jeez.
Q2 is. Yeah. Or was.
You know, I've never actually, I don't think I've ever shot and owned with a Leica. So the only Leicas I've ever used are like Huawei phones, basically. and that's where all of my knowledge of Leica comes from. So
Leica
There's
has done a
something
lot of
awesome
collabs.
about you completely hurtling over the Leica price point, going straight to Hasselblad as a camera owner.
yeah,
Yeah. The Hasselblad's cheaper than Leica's.
No, that's what I'm.
yeah, they're both pretty expensive.
The new Hasselblad is cheaper
Yeah,
than
7K.
pretty much every main full frame Leica.
Is that true?
Yes.
They did a
'Cause
Lenny Kravitz
Wow, never mind.
collaboration.
Oh, I gotta see this.
It's snakeskin and brown.
that
I
was
love that.
Incredible.
God. Well, hey, look, like I said, if we don't get points, we will at least learn something, and I have learned so much about Leica in the last 5 minutes. Thank you guys for watching and for staying tuned, and for, of course, enabling all the amazing numbers we got to talk about, but also just for subscribing and for hanging out with us. So we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Goodbye.
Waveform is produced by Adam Molina and Ellis River and part of the Vox Media Podcast Network. And our outro music was created by Vane Sil.
Bingo.
Where's the waveform?
Overhyped.
There it is.